Hey guys, this is Austin. So Praxis asked us to do a video blog for the first time ever, and usually I only really work with my voice, not a whole lot with actually showing my ugly mug on camera, but here we are. So they sent us a couple articles this week helping us with career insights, that kind of thing, and one of them, the first one, Wait But Wise article about like launching your career path and making it actually flow, you know what I mean? It was really in depth, like detailed levels down to the nitty gritty of it, trying to like analyze motivations and figure out why people want to do certain things. And the biggest thing that I kind of agreed with from that article was actually towards the beginning. It was the analogy of how life starts out, right? Because he likens it to you're a tadpole in a river. You're born into this river. You have no idea where it's going, but it's going one direction, and you learn the rules of the river, and eventually you go into the college pond, and you can see on the shore is the whole your life, what you can do, and he's got really cool little illustrations detailing everything about that. And honestly, yeah, I've felt ever since I was about 2 years old like I've been shuttled down this one narrow little path and not really able to deviate from that at all. Until I got to the college pond, I was shown a bunch of different places I could go, and now I'm just kind of looking out on the horizon trying to figure out, okay, I've got my feet now. Where do I want to launch from? Where do I want to start? And it goes into more details about like how you're not supposed to really plan the career. It doesn't help to map everything out. It doesn't help to make everything super structured. And that goes into the other article I wanted to talk about by Mark Andreessen, I think is the name. Hold on, I've got my computer right here. Yes, Mark Andreessen, and his article was about a similar topic, but more high level, cerebral people who are going into like big Silicon Valley kind of tech startup things. But his main point towards the beginning was that you can't plan your career, and you have to think of it in terms of opportunities and in terms of just little things that are going to happen along the way, opportunities you both create and that are thrust upon you. And I've been trying to create those opportunities for myself a lot recently. That's why I've joined the Praxis program. That's why I've started recording the audiobook that I'm working on. I'm working on chapter 2 tonight, actually. Should be posted up on there wherever I end up posting it. It should be chapter 1 and 2 should be posted by Sunday. And I've been attempting to create those opportunities for myself. But something I disagreed with was what Wait But Why said in the beginning of his article about how professional, or not professional, I'm sorry, I can't find my words, about how conventional, that's the word I'm looking for, conventional wisdom is obsolete. It's like an old uncle rambling at you at a party, and I don't think that's true necessarily. I think that conventional wisdom is conventional for a reason, because obviously I'm not following the school college career path anymore. I'm leaving college to make something for myself instead of trying to slog through that whole thing. But for a lot of people that I know and a lot of people that I've spoken to, college is their best option. It's what they wanted to do. It's what they actually thrive in. And launching into their career, I have a friend, Karan, who all through college, he studied his ass off, and now he's working in politics, I believe. He's somewhere in Congress. I haven't kept up with him, and I've got a ton of people that I knew in high school who were doing the same thing. And they're doing great following that college path, following out that line that was set before them. And I wish that I could follow them, because it's obviously the path of least resistance, but I tried, and that pond wasn't for me. But regardless, what was the third thing? Oh yeah, so another part of what this week's Praxis So another part of what Praxis is having us do this week is defining, in Wait But Why, he defines things that are top shelf and bottom shelf priorities for your career. And so the top shelf is all things that should be no, I'm sorry, not priorities, desires. I forget the word he actually uses in the article, but it's these top shelf desires, things that are going to help propel your career forward, things that you really want to do, you feel strongly about. And then there's bottom shelf, which are things that you can get to at some point. There are these things that you want to do, things that you shouldn't necessarily throw in the bin, but aren't important at the moment, right? So for me, the top shelf priorities right now are building my portfolio and making connections, mostly trying to create those opportunities, trying to show people what I can do, what I want to do, how I want to go about my career from here on, and just actually sending it to them, actually being able to talk to these people and get them to look at me and what I've done and everything that I want to do. My bottom shelf priority right now is since I was little, thought about writing some kind of novel, some making a world or writing something short. Either way, I'm no Tolkien, and I don't think I could create an entire fictional world for myself, but I've certainly tried. It's not very good, but regardless. But I really want to write a novel at some point, and I think I will end up doing that later in my life once I've figured out this is what I want to write about, this is what I want to tell people, what I want to say, put in paper. But for now, I think I'm just going to stick with building something doable. Novels take a long time. Short stories take a little while to actually be good. And poetry is just whatever. So yeah, that's my goal, and that was my career insights video for Praxis that they asked me to do. This was actually kind of fun once I got the ball rolling. I might start vlogging a little more. Yeah.